One of Michigan's biggest pop culture events is coming to the suburban showplace in Novi this weekend. More than 50,000 people are expected to come out for this year's Motor City Comic-Con. And joining me this morning is one of this year's guests, comic book artist Arvell Jones. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us. When did you start working in comics, and what are some of the characters that you've drawn?
I started in 1974, and my first comic was Iron Fist for Marvel Comics. And I created a character for Iron Fist, Misty Knight was the first character that I created.
So you're not just an artist, you're a creator of some of these characters as well. Now, where would people have seen your work? I mean, what are some of the characters that you've drawn?
I was the Iron artist. I used to draw Iron Fist and Iron Man. I drew Captain America, I drew the Avengers, I drew Thor, I drew practically everybody at Marvel. And then I went to DC and I worked on a book called All-Star Squadron, which was pretty much all of the characters in the DC universe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, have you seen the sort of love of comics changing over the years? It used to be like mainly a kid thing.
Oh yeah, when I started, I was maybe 10 years old. My father brought some comics. He brought me some paper and pencils and said, here, stay busy, because still taking me to the movies all the time. And I told him I wanted to be a movie director. So he said, oh, okay, well, once you get some good stories going, we'll get you a movie camera. And he never got me the movie camera, but I learned to draw comics.
Worked out quite well. Yeah. Now, and for something like Comic-Con, it's mainly adults. Have you seen the love of comics and the characters in adults changing over the years? Is there more, or is it just people are expressing it now?
Well, I think it used to be, comics were for nerds, and at the time, nerds weren't cool.
Right.
For a long time. So, even me, when I was growing up, kids used to beat me up and take my books and things like that, and treat me kind of bad. But nowadays, those same guys, are calling me up, saying, hey man, we just saw the latest movie. Did you work on it?
Right. So are you working on some of the movies too?
Well, I got a movie project that we're working on, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Now, are people, if they come out to the suburban showplace in Novi, are you going to be there? Will they be able to meet you?
Oh yeah, they'll be able to meet me, please. I want them to come to my booth.
All right.
And see the work that I'm doing, maybe even commission me to do a piece of artwork,
All right. Well, let's tell them where they can meet you. Here's some of the information. If you want to go to the event, it's at the Suburban Showplace Friday. That's tomorrow, 12:30 to 7.
It's
Saturday,
all weekend.
10:30 to 7. Sunday, the hours are a little shorter, 10:30 to 5. But Arvell, thank you so much for joining us this morning. A real pleasure. You can meet Arvell and so many others. William Shatner will be there. We'll have more news for you coming up after this.